Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Obviously, you know who it is. It's your girl JASMNMARIE. So today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys this cut crease look right here. It's so cute. Love it. So I showed you how to blend eyeshadow a couple weeks ago. So I'm like, you know what, let me show you guys some more eyeshadow looks, some cut creases and stuff like that. So here we are today. So listen, before we get into this video, if you can go ahead and drop some comments and subscribe and let me know how you like the video. In the video, I'm kind of singing some songs. So if you can figure it out, definitely drop a comment and see if you got it right or not. But yeah, let's get into this video. Alright y'all, let's go ahead and get into this look. So I'm going to be using the Bperfect Perfect and Prime. I love this stuff, guys. If you have not tried it yet, definitely go and buy it. It's the best eyeshadow primer ever, well, alongside P. Louise. But it doesn't crease at all. It makes your eyeshadows way more pigmented. So if you're looking for something to make your eyeshadows pop, I definitely recommend that eyeshadow primer for reals. It's so good. Y'all, I want to do something so different. I haven't really done a cut crease in so long, so I'm like, let me see if I still got it. And your girl still got it. So this is the palette I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the shades Showboat, The Hype, and Ecstasy. You know, just kind of keeping it in a green family, like a turquoise green family. This look, all my looks I really just create just off the moment. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna come in with this flat shader brush. It's very small, and I'm just gonna go above the creases of my eyes. As you can see, you see where my eyes are they have a crease, and I just go right above that, and I just kind of make a shape, just following my natural crease and kind of flicking it upwards into my brow. Just like that. And like I keep on telling y'all, if you have an eye that you just can't get right, start with the eye that always comes out wrong, and then perfect the eye that always you do the best on, because you'll be able to make them more symmetrical. So now I'm going to take the shade, I think it's the Hype. Yes, the Hype. And I'm just kind of blending that and packing that on top of the shade Showboat. I want to make sure I get a lot of pigmentation. I want the colors to be able to blend well, but I want you to be able to see them as well. So I'm just kind of patting it a little bit and kind of tapping, and then I'll go in and just kind of lightly blend it, because we have one more shade to blend on top of that, which is the shade Ecstasy. And this is a Morphe M506. I definitely recommend these brushes. They're bomb for blending out your creases, small details. So yeah, now I'm going with E. Packing that on there, blending it out really good. And make sure to drag it into your inner corner like I'm doing. I really wanted a dramatic look. I was like, I haven't done a dramatic look in so long, so I'm like, let me try to do that's very dramatic. But don't worry, I have more dramatic looks coming for you guys. So now I'm just looking to make sure that everything looks fine. So now I'm gonna take my micellar water. This stuff is so good, y'all. It's bomb. I like to use makeup remover when I cut my creases, and I don't like to just go straight in with a concealer or under the base. I like to cut the crease first. But y'all gonna see right here that I messed up. I cut way too much off, and I'm gonna show you guys how to fix it. I want to show you guys that I messed up and I'm gonna show you guys how to fix it. It's super simple, very easy. I'm trying to get that that point, that roundness. Okay, y'all, so here's where I mess up, and you just see me adding a little bit more of that Showboat color, because I cut most of that color off. So I'm just going to add just a little bit more, and I'm just going to go back and blend them together, adding the shade Hype and the shade Ecstasy, just to make sure everything looks good. Okay, we getting somewhere. the thing that you just have to keep on telling yourself, y'all, is to trust the process. Now I'm going to take my Morphe, I think it's an M562. It's a very, very, very small blending brush that I like to use for my edges sometimes. It depends on what look I'm doing. It's so small. Yeah, I'm just cutting it a little bit more. Flicking it upwards into the brow. Alright, okay. Oh, are we getting somewhere? It looks good. I lost my brush. Y'all see me looking for it. Like, where's it? So now I'm gonna come in with the P. Louise blank canvas. Okay, sing it, girl, sing it. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow primers as well. You can use it on your own. You can use it to cut the creases, and this is like a self-setting eyeshadow base. You really don't have to set it. I just kind of like pat it in. I do set it though, just to make sure, because my eyes, they be creasing. But you really don't have to set this. I'm extra. So as you see, I'm just following the line of where I cut. And I'm using a paintbrush, by the way. Okay, definitely use paintbrushes for your eyeshadows. Go to Michael's and get you some paintbrushes. Okay, now I'm just going to tap that in. Making the product, just building the product up. And light taps help ensure that you're not going to like mess up your eyeshadow. I'm just very like careful because I'm very clumsy and I'll mess up and slip and, you know, mess up my perfect cut. So just take your time to make it as crisp as you want. Okay, just looking at each eye, making sure that it looks nice, it's even. So I'm just going to kind of bring that, you know, a little bit down past my eye because I'm going to do like a little smoky liner, as you can see on the other eye. I just take those same 3 shades and I place them and I blend them out as a liner, like a smoky little liner. What am I doing here? Okay, so now I'm going to take the same brush that I used for that first shade. Okay, never mind. So now I'm going to just kind of pat down the concealer. You do want to make sure that you don't have too much product on your lid. You want to make sure that like everything is like, you know, it's not clumpy, it's nice and smooth. So blending it ensures that. Y'all had something in my eye, y'all. Excuse me. I was like, what is in my eye? I should have cut that part out. Oh, well. Alright, y'all, so we're just, like I said, we're going to continue to make sure that everything is nice and set. I had some brush hairs going onto my eyeshadow, so I'll just have to take that off. Like I said, I'm just going to set it just a little bit like above. And that's the part that has a space where I'm not going to put the liner at. That's where you set. Yeah, so I'm coming in with the first shade that I used, Showboat, and I'm just going to start putting that on my lash line. Now I'm going to take a liner brush. This is really actually another paint brush. I'm just going to kind of make a winged liner with the eyeshadow. And then we're going to smoke it out with those other 2 shades. Okay, so now I mix the hype and I mix the color Showboat together, and I'm just going to start blending those colors out, back and forth, using the point of the brush. Oh, I was jamming. I think I was listening to some Jamie Foxx. But now I'm gonna flick that out, taking that up to my brow tail. Okay, girl. Okay, get it. Okay, get it. So I'm gonna add a little more of that color Showboat with the brush, making sure the tails look alike, because my tails, like, they really aren't even. So I'm like, let me make sure I have the tails even and nice. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue to do that until I like the way it looks. So now I'm going to come in with my pigment. It's called Spoil by Brat Ink. I'm going to leave the, the link in the description box if you want to check her out. Check her out. She's a black owned business, an indie brand. I really recommend her pigments and her lashes. Yeah, she's bomb. I'm just adding a little bit. Like I said, like I was just doing something. I just create my looks how I create my looks. But I want just a little bit of sparkle right there, but not like too much. So next I'm going to take this green liner. I got this off of Amazon. I can see if I can find the link. But yeah, I love the glitter liners. Like, they're so pigmented. Some glitter liners, they be cracking. This one, she's smooth. She's glittery. She's giving what she needs to give. So I'm just going to take my time and make sure that my liners are even. I'm OCD, as you can see. I'll be trying to make everything symmetrical, but there's also beauty in asymmetrical, looks, so yeah. Just following the, the edges of the crease, and that's it. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my. Just gonna go through and do some final blends. Trying to match the inner corners. As I said, I'm just trying to make sure that everything looks symmetrical. Symmetry. Giving everything one nice last blend. Alright, you guys, this is the finished look. I put the lashes on. I didn't really do too much with my face because I'm gonna be wearing a mask all day. That's why I do so much with my eyes. Yeah, but period, that's the look. Love you guys. Bye.